So before I introduce today's Heirloom Seed Company Spotlight, I thought it'd be really proper to get into the best dad attire that I have. Are you a rookie gardener and having a hard time figuring out what seeds to buy? Or you're getting very frustrated at the many options and the little information that you might be able to put a plan together? So the gardening world is always innovating. It's always coming up with new things. Whether it be the tools that we use, the trays that we use, or the actual methods of gardening in which we employ out in our yards. Today, I think I found the next innovation in garden planning, and I want to introduce you to Plant Dad. Alright guys, it is Heirloom Seed Company Spotlight Day, one of my favorite days, and I got something really cool. So, as we're getting into the actual gardening time, we are about ready to start planning our gardens and what we're going to do. I got a company here that is going to help all of you very first time gardeners out the most. Even if you're an experienced gardener and you're still struggling to get good produce, to get good plants, to keep the health of them and keep up on what you need to be doing at different times throughout the year, this company is going to save you. It is going to guide you on the path to your first successful garden. This company is called Plant Dad, and like all good dads, they're there to hold your hand and guide you through the entire process, from starting seeds to harvesting to watering to everything you need to know about keeping your garden alive and going. We got this little box here. We just got our first box from Plant Dad. I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna show you guys what's inside and some of the things why this is a company that you need if you are a first-time gardener. Alright, so we just opened up this kit right here. Now there is 3 different style kits you can get. There is a kitchen garden kit, which entails like a little, if you were planting a small kitchen counter, stackable planter, or like something you could put on your patio. So if you're very small space, you can get started growing stuff with that plan. This here is a small garden plan. It's a 4 foot by 4 foot square plot. And then they also have a large garden plan, which is a 4 foot by 8 foot spot. So all different sizes of garden beds, depending on where you are or how much you're planting, how much space you have to grow to help you get started. Now let's look at the box itself. I think the box is awesome. We're always talking about innovation, things to help people who are new gardeners or just anything in general to help. So if you look at the box right here, you can see this right here. There's a pattern on there. This, guys, is unbelievable. The box is actually a square foot planter's guide right here. So these are all your spacings for your different plants. You can poke holes in there, lay this in your bed, and that's how you're going to be planting, spacing all the things out that you need. How incredibly handy is that to have it built right into the box? You're getting this regardless. If you're getting a box, you're going to get one of these awesome square foot planters to help you out. If you're unfamiliar with square foot gardening, they have a insert in the box that also will show you how to use the square foot garden planter itself. So very handy. This is awesome. This is very, very well put together. This is the other thing that I think is great. This right here is the welcome plant guide, and inside of it, there you have it. There is your actual garden plan for the seeds that they sent. Would you eat that tomato?
Yeah.
You would? Does it look yummy?
Yeah.
What about this basil? Would you eat that?
Yeah.
Yeah? What about corn? Do you like corn?
Yeah.
You like corn?
Mm.
This thing is incredible. It actually shows you the layout of what your bed should look like, where to plant every little seed they sent you. Obviously, they send you a little bit more when it comes to seeds than what you need. So if you need, you could actually plant 2 of these with what's in this box right here. So let's talk about the seeds that come in it. I'll show you those. You guys already seen them. If you notice something, they are using Baker Creek seeds to fill these boxes. They probably use other companies, but this is what I got in my box, which everybody in the garden world knows. You really can't go wrong with Baker Creek. They're one of the best companies out there. So look at this. Is all the seeds they sent in here. Like I said, there's definitely more than enough to plant probably 2 of these beds if we wanted. When I was looking at this garden plan, something jumped out to me was how much companion plants in there is, and then like even things like this, the Three Sisters garden, we got some corn, beans to plant up it, and a summer squash to put out in front of it in the plot right next to it. So you are doing all sorts of cool stuff like that. And then they do one of my other favorite, absolute favorite things. To me, there is not a better combination when it comes to companion planting than your tomato with a little bit of marigold and basil. I always plant basil and marigold next to my tomatoes, so to see that they use these kind of methods in the garden planting, to me, is awesome. It's giving you the best plants possible. So now when we go to plant our little garden using this plan they have, we're going to do it down at one of our community garden plots. If you guys follow along on our channel, last year we started at a community garden, and it's the perfect spot. It's 8 foot wide by like 20 foot deep, so we'll be able to do 2 of these garden plans down at that little center. But if you're wondering what a 4 foot by 4 foot bed looks like, that's it right there. That is a 4 foot by 4 foot little raised bed, and you can grow a ton of food in that amount of space. So we here at the Citystead are affiliates of the Plant Dad. So if you are interested in this, you think it's a neat idea like I do, I think this is a great step in innovation for gardening. And this can make you more successful than if you were to just go out there and scatter some seeds. It'll give you all the information you need, all the setup you need, the seeds you need. I will drop the link down below for you guys. It is our affiliate link, so if you do purchase from them, we will get a little bit of a commission for directing you to them. So Plant Dad is a subscription box for gardeners. Now what would you get with that subscription? Well, you get the box full of seeds and your garden plan. Along with your garden plan, you'll actually get emails periodically about what you should be doing at what stages. Step by step, following along your season, and everything is tailored specifically to your zone. You put in your zip code so they know where you're at, and they figure out what grows best in your zone. That's how they do all the planning. So everything you get is going to be very well suited for where you're growing. And then you come down here to what you selected for your subscription. We did the small yard instructions. Click on that, and it takes us to that insert that's in the box, but it also has a ton more information as you go down the pages. It shows you about plant spacing, why is it important, it tells you about the square foot garden method, it tells you when to know exactly what the plant, when your hardiness zone is. Here you got your first and last frost dates and why they're important, crop rotation, why it's necessary, composting, filling raised beds, watering, seed starting, fertilizing. It's got so much information here, and it will definitely give you the tools you need to be successful. As for the plans that you have that you can choose from, we have a kitchen counter, apartment porch, small yard, or the room to grow. Room to grow is 4 foot by 12 foot. That's the largest plan they can give you. Then you got the 4 foot by 4 foot, which is what we selected. Then you have the kitchen counter and the apartment porch, which are both smaller setups. If you guys struggle at all with any kind of garden planning, I highly suggest checking this company out. Or if you are a brand new gardener and you're just at a loss for what to do and how to get started, this is perfect. All the updates they offer, the emails of when to do what on what stages of your growing is, the fact that it has the actual garden planner for you built right into the box so you can space your seeds correctly. You'll also have access to experts. You'll be able to ask questions about any kind of thing that you might have that you come across. There will be somebody to reach out and ask the questions and get the answers that you're looking for. I think Plant Dad is kind of shooting toward the future. We know everything's going subscription this, subscription that. It is the future. It is the wave. It is the younger people that are into stuff like that especially. So I think this actually opens up the doors to reaching a broader audience and trying to get those younger generation, which is what we always try to do. We want to get younger and younger people into gardening, get them started earlier in their lives. And I think Plant Dad is on the right path to making that happen. So I really think that gardening subscription boxes is probably the wave of the future, and Plant Dad is already all over it. So check them out. That's all I got for you guys. Remember to be bold and grow bold, and as always, I'm gonna see you guys in that very next video. Peace.